How do you get rid of this fix apps that are blurry shit that keeps popping up?
Tell it to stop. Yeah, you have to tell it to stop alerting you. Just turn off the notification for it. That annoys me too.
Where is that notification? Yes, open. Oh, no, and don't show me again. There we go. Don't show me again. We're 4K? Alright, we're 4K.
No, find land game. Oh, and no, you should not have to worry about firewall either.
Why am I a thong? Why do I have a thong on? Okay, find land game.
Allow it.
Piece of shit. This is my rifle. That's you. Whoa. How do you play this game? What?
I don't think you have any control set up. It's right mouse button to move forward, left mouse button to fire.
Wait, right mouse button moves forward?
Yes.
What about WSAD and all that shit? Damn it, I was killed by player 1.
That's me.
You cunt.
You know, it was on a multi-kill too.
Playing this with the trackball is impossible. Fuck. I'm gonna try playing this with the track point.
Track point.
Yeah. Wow, this is actually. Oh shit. Now who's Jay? When I move the mouse down, it moves me up. This is impossible.
Oh yeah, that's the way I play.
Where's settings?
Hit escape.
Options, player setup.
Players. No. Preferences. Yeah,
Controls. Invert mouse.
No, under input. Invert mouse. Right there.
Yeah, now we're gonna. Alright, find land game.
You're right in. You're still in the land.
Now you're dead, mofo. What? Who's bot 8?
Just a bot.
Which one are you?
Player 1. We finished the game.
Okay. This is not as fun as Unreal Tournament was on PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I remember the worlds being immersive. This looks like something that Cope has 3D printed.
Double click on pressure right there. No, down. Right there. That one.
Yeah, this map looks like Cope has 3D printed it. Yeah, also, this right click to go forward is weird. I'm used to WSAD. How do you strafe? Can you strafe in this?
CV.
Ah, here we go. Okay, I got strafing. I suck balls. Come back here, you slut. Paul, get the... I killed a bot! I died.
Saw you.
Good. I got killed by another bot.
I have the boss set kind of tough.
I killed a bot. Oh, I'm still 2-6. That sucks. How do I get out my knife?
This is instigated, so it's only one weapon.
I want to. Are you Faye Valentine?
I'm player 1.
Oh, this is not a. The trackball is not a good idea. I need a mouse. I do suck, but you swallow. Hi, do we have a mouse? I need a mouse, hi. Give me a mouse. I can't do this shit with the trackball. Son of a bitch, Paul. Hi, mouse.
Hi, mouse now.
That's a Nerf dart. He's shooting me with Nerf darts. Okay. Bam, I got a mouse. What? You're killing me? Stop that. I'm plugging in my mouse. Alright, here we go. We're setting up USB receiver. Oh, seriously? USB receiver is set and ready to go. Okay, here we go. Oh, stop lagging. Hi, working mouse. What the fuck? Hi, you prick. This is... this mouse doesn't move. This is important business, hi. Maybe it's Bluetooth reception. Let's change the... There we go. I got it. Alright. Fucking Paul. You're gonna get owned. Ah, I got a kill! Power of a mouse. Okay, and I still suck, but I suck slightly less. Double kill! Ah, fuck. I got owned. I'm water damaged. Help! Is there any recoil on this gun? Like, if I shoot at a wall, will it kill me?
No. Only if you shoot the secondary fire and then shoot it.
What's secondary fire?
Middle mouse button.
What's that do? Whoa.
Shoots a ball of energy, and if you double shoot that, it explodes in a giant explosion. So if we shoot a ball of energy...
Player 1 wins. Yeah, you kicked my ass, Paul. Holy shit. Okay, new match from scratch since I got a mouse now. Let's do it. Backyard? Let's try backyard. Let's do backyard. Double click. What? Is there really a loading time here? I have 18 cores and there's a loading time. Wait, where's my weapon?
We're not playing yet.
Why not?
No.
Ah. Oh, this is... Wow, you're a pixel. The person I just killed was about 10 pixels. Son of a bitch. Damn it, player 1. Son of a fuck.
Remember, I'm playing 30 hertz Seeky too.
I'm dying because of lag. It's lag.
There's no lag on an RTX 2080.
There is lag on an RTX 2080. What? That was an accident. I have no skill. I must have misclicked if I actually killed you. I got a donation, but I can't read it. Whatever you send, thank you. Sorry, I'm a streaming noob. I don't have double monitors. I just heard you gave a donation. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I can't read it because I have to kill Paul, though. I don't have space in this office for another monitor. Oh, fuck.
He's not spraying on my field.
Get the fuck out of here. You're dead. What did you donate? What did it say? Oh, no therapeutic MacBook repair. No, killing Paul. Only killing Paul. Ah! God damn it! I'm gonna take out my semi-fully automatic energy weapon. Is there a way to crouch?
Yes.
What's crouch?
Zcash. No, Z.
What are these little time things?
Those are relics. That makes you run faster.
Oh shit, I think I switched weapons.
Roll the mouse wheel.
Oh, okay, there we go. I gotta change my controls a little bit. I think if crouch, if I had like, instead of C and V, if I had D and F and crouch was under it, that would be a little easier. Oh, hell no, we ain't letting this happen. Okay, at least my frags is greater than my deaths this time, so we made some progress. What do we do next? DM bar? I'm joining DM-bar. So wait, that map doesn't look like it exists.
I don't know what bar is. Oh, yes I do.
Yeah.
This one kind of sucks because the bots don't know where to go.
Oh.
So it's just me and you.
40 frags wins the match. Waiting for other players. Alright. Wait, how am I dead already?
Would you fall?
I think I fell. But how did I fall? What did I fall into? No, we're gonna... I think I'm inside the floor.
Inside the floor?
Yeah. I'm inside the floor. Okay, now. Where the hell do you go? Oh, I see. This is we're all shrunk. That's what it is. God damn it. I could just cheat and look at your screen.
Yes, you can. But I can go someplace that you wouldn't even know where I am looking at the screen.
Where the hell are you?
Where?
Hey, you have a high position. You cut that shit out. Stop. Wait, who are you? You must be shooting at a bot, because that's not me. This map sucks.
Yeah.
Is this? I'm stuck behind the bar. How do I get out of here? What's jump?
Jump is spacebar, but you need to. No, you need to use your transport tool. Yeah. Now shoot. Now shoot again. Shoot. No, shoot an alternate fire. See, then you need to use that to get up into the shelf and then get up on the bar.
Ah.
Get up into the shelf here and then get up on the bar.
Oh, now I see what that is. Woohoo! Okay, now I know what that tool does. But now Paul's gonna kill me because you have a high spot, don't you? Oh, you do have a high spot, you fuckface. This map sucks. Yeah, which map do you want to do?
Conveyor.
Give me my gun, bitch. I killed a bot. That makes me special. Сука, блядь. Ай, yo, бешет. Whoa, lag.
Yeah, I just did something wrong.
Oh, I was so happy. I thought I was just about to kill Paul. By the time I aim, they've already killed me. Thank you, whoever just donated something that I can't see. I am a loser.
That was you.
What?
Hiding in the corner.
Did I get you? Of course. I'm at the bottom of the list. I burned to death. Did I just kill player 1? Oh, finally! Fuck you, player 1! You killed me about 40 times before that, if not more. Gang up, kill player 1. We're on the same side, bro. The bot and I declared a truce to try and kill you. That way I still didn't fucking kill you. I got killed by a bot again. Whoa, aim! Finally! I aimed and I actually killed somebody. I aimed and I killed somebody again. Fuck you, Lara Croft. Player 1! Gonna fuck you up. God damn it. I thought I killed player 1. Ah, not again! No, 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 no! Yes! Suck my dick, player 1! Suck my dick, bot. I'm at the bottom of the list. That's enough sucking for me for today. I've sucked enough for all. Dirtbag loser.
That was refreshing.
Yeah. I gotta practice a little bit.
Yeah.
I gotta practice a lot.
You gotta get used to the weapon timing.
And the controls.
Did that actually stream?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think I didn't have the window set right for the first half of it, so you could only see half of the screen. What are you doing in the background there, Hi?
Oh shit. Time to go.
What? The 8 to 4 shift is starting. There's an 8 to 4 shift.
Well, JP sent a keyboard I can't use.
What?
JP sent a keyboard I can't use because I don't have a desk to use it on.
JP sent you a keyboard and you don't have a desk. Maybe he could send you a desk. Or space.
He sent
sit down on the sidewalk in a big cardboard box.
Yeah. And then hopefully they won't take me out. I'll just like feel like I'm moving and what are you doing?
Travis, you should have gotten your refund, by the way. I just posted it. Let's see, what do we have here? Yawning. Someone bought a microscope and then they realized that they have 2010 vision. I don't need no effing microscope. There's this one guy that went to Jessa Jones's class, and the guy claims that he was able to do long screw damage repair without a microscope. I still call bullshit on that. But
Bottom configuration mosquito box. Top metal hook.
yeah, it's some Chinesium right there. Okay, time to grab a MacBook to be fixed. Do we have any MacBooks to be fixed that are any good? Let's see. Paul's leaving, so he likely sucked up all the easy ones.
Yeah.
Paul sucked up all the easy, no power errors.
Yeah, you hit the no power in, the no work. U8900.
Hey, look, no boxes. It's clean. Look at how clean that is.
Isn't that great?
Wait till Monday.
We only have one box come in today.
Soup. That's going to smell nasty. No, thank you.
Take the vomit one. You want the vomit one?
A1534, not turning on.
Oh, yeah,
You want an A1534 dead CPU?
definitely not.
A1707 keyboard not working. That's going to be an Apple Store warranty. This ticket has no details in it. Random restarts. Haha, Paul. Paul, you want this one? A1466 random restart.
Yeah. I bet you're going to find one corroded resistor somewhere by the SFC.
You think so?
I think so.
If I open it?
If you open it.
If you open it?
It'll be a dead CPU.
Let's see. Okay, I'll take a little bit of you. Little bit of you. Fuck that. Not taking that. Ha! Hell no. Maybe. Keep that in the maybe pile. And yeah, this looks good.
I think this chocolate probably is filled with lead.
Yeah, it's sealed.
But it's
Okay, we're gonna get ready for some board repairs.
See you tomorrow.
See you later. Thanks for everything, Paul. One of the lights got unplugged under my desk. Damn it. Gotta plug that back in. You piece of shit. Yeah. This camera's way too big to fit in that space. Restream chat is not combining the chats like it used to. It's only showing Twitch. Lame. Where is that sheep chat program?
Should be on your desktop.
I mean, since I reinstalled everything.
No, just search Sheep Chat.
Sheep chat. Aha.
From the Russians.
Sheep chat. Oh, this looks scary. Screw it. I'll just use 2 windows like I used to. You only need us Twitch viewers. Twitch chat is chat. That's adorable. Let's see. Where is the pop-out button? Here we go. Pop-out button. Hey everybody, how's it going? Time to fix another dead MacBook. We can open up a MacBook and see if it can be fixed. Here, it looks like we have an A1706 Touch Bar MacBook Pro. We're going to see what's wrong with it and why it's not turning on. So let's get this machine opened up and go from there. Wish this keyboard were wireless. So annoying having this thing here. Alright. So first thing to do is open up the bottom of this MacBook. Do you ever get MacBooks that you can't find anything wrong with, so you have to lie that you did something? No, I just say that it already works. Why are you sending this shit to me? And here's an invoice for return shipping. Enjoy getting it, paying to send it back, I suppose. We get wastes of time every now and then. What it is, what it is. No big deal. Okay, so we've got a couple of hints in this MacBook. One of the hints that we have in this machine is that this came off a little too easy, which means that somebody's been here before. So I'm going to unplug the battery, as I often do, and see how many amps this machine is taking, board by itself, without the charger attached. So we unplug the battery. Unplug the BMS data cable. And now we're just going to see how much power the board takes by itself. It's taking 20 volts at 200 milliamps, which is... that's a strange number. What are you doing? 20 volts between 100 to 250 milliamps. This is going to be silly. Now it's peaking at an amp and going back to 100 milliamps to an amp to 100 milliamps to an amp. This is not what I would expect. This is not going to be easy. Yeah, this doesn't make any damn sense at all. I'm guessing dead CPU. Ugh. Let's see if the ticket has any history, because this is the type of board that's not going to get anywhere. This is the type of machine that you're not going to get anywhere with, actually. And I'll tell you how I know that. So it's taking enough power to turn on. It seems like it's power cycling on, off, on, off. I would never let Oreo into the store. He's a public health hazard. Filthy animal. Filthy Oreo. Even Erica lists Oreo last. Even she knows. Okay, so we are gonna take a look out here and see what they did. The problem started with not recognizing the SSD. In the meantime, the problem is now that the system doesn't start. Oh! Oh, get the... Oh, ho, ho, ho! Yeah, right. Get out of here. Nope. Random crack in the board or something. Yep. This looks like a board. Force. Yep. Yep. This is what employees are for. This is... I'm gonna pull the owner card on this one. You know what? I'm gonna pull the owner card on this one. Yeah, we give this to... Chris will enjoy. In slot. L15 for Chris. Chris will have fun with this. Yeah, Chris will have fun. Enjoy. Can you show us the crack? No, I can't, because I don't know where it is. But it's gonna be some bullshit. SSD randomly was working, and now the board just died? No. No. Some PCI Express line to the CPU or something is dead, and no. Oh, no. No. We can cherry pick better than that. We can cherry pick better than that. I believe in the type of cherry picking that we can do here at Rossman Repair. Alright, so... What do you do if the machine is unfixable? I don't collect money. That's what I do. It's not what I do, it's what I don't. Okay, what do we have here? Here we have a MacBook Pro that's not turning on. This is an A1398 15-inch Retina. Let's take a look on the inside of it and see what's going on with this MacBook and see if we can make it work again. I'm going to take this out. Now I can't show you me taking it apart because somebody put a sticker on the bottom of it with the customer's phone number. Boo. PCIe lines and CPU are only for GPU, not SSD. Whatever. PCH, whatever the fuck it is, that's no. SSD not showing up, then randomly not turning on, then dead. Just, you know why that's a no as much as I know why that's a no. Not even a no, just somebody else's pile. Maybe an L. Or Paul. Paul's an excellent candidate for that board. I think Paul would really enjoy working on that MacBook. I think Paul would have a lot of fun working on that MacBook. Mm-hmm. 'Alright, so let's take a look at this machine down here. $19 milliamps and now turning on. Alright, let's turn on the good old multimeter, turn on the Paul Daniels software, pray that it works this evening, as we always do, and see what's going on with this machine. Holy moly, it worked on the first click. It's a Festivus miracle. PP Bus G3 Hot is 12.6, meaning it's not shorted to the CPU, which actually puts us ahead of most of the 3662 boards that I work on. Huh. A Festivus miracle. Colgate, TD Gadget. I don't buy Procter and Gamble shit. I don't buy Procter & Gamble. I don't date people that use Procter & Gamble. Do I have to buy the schematic? There's usually some place you can find them on the internet if you look hard enough. I can't really direct you to that because, you know, legality and whatnot, but you're probably going to have to pay. Now, I would suggest if you find a place to pay, you buy a bundle or access to a site that's going to allow you to grab whatever they have rather than pay by the schematic. That's bullshit. Don't pay by the schematic. I really enjoy your bike riding videos around New York. You know, I want to stream those more often, but the problem is GoPro streaming is difficult. I haven't had time to focus on my other bike because one of them stopped working and there's some stuff I have to do to it and I just haven't had time for it. Nothing gets dishes clean like Blue Dawn. I bet Cindy doesn't use Blue Dawn. Okay, so over here we're going to see if when the board is out of the case, if it turns on. And it looks like we're still getting the same amperage usage that we were getting before, 24 milliamps. So we're going to take a look around this board and see if there's any evidence of anything that could possibly be causing this to be occurring. So we're going to go down our list of power rails the same way we do usually, and we're going to open up Flex Board View. Flex Board View is Paul Daniels' amazing software. And we're going to find the list of power rails. Remember, we have a problem with no power. So what I do, if there's a problem with no power, I'm going to go through and find the list of power rails in the machine and go through and figure out which power rails are not showing up, and then we're going to chase why it's not showing up. You know, one of the difficult things to do getting into this, it's not even not wanting to do the work, it's not knowing what work it is you need to do. So I'm going to try and make that more obvious when we have these streams or live discussions. Now, as I've mentioned before many times, the G3 hot rails come on first, then S5, then S4, then S3, then SO. So we check PP bus G3 hot, that was on. Now we're going to check the rest. Now we know that PP3 V42 is on because I get a green light in the charger. Let's see if PPV G3 hot, PPV RTC G3 hot is present. It looks like it is. Present just fine. Now let's check something like PP5 ES5. PP5 ES5. That's 1.1 volts. Now 1.1 volts is not 5 volts. But one thing that's interesting here is that it's stuck at 1.1. Now, remember the other day when we were troubleshooting this, and we had an issue around that chip that makes the 5 volt and the 3 volt rails. What was going on is that we had power cycling. It was going between 22 and 36 milliamps over and over and over again. Whereas on this one, it's a steady state 24 milliamps. That tells me it's likely something different. I don't think it's going to be a short circuit anywhere in that area, but we are going to check out that area and see. That's still going to be my focus, but I'm going to focus on it from the idea that something else may be wrong with it. So let's just go over to that part of the board and see what happens around U7501. Alright, so we're at U7501. Now, right around this chip, there's going to be 3 enables, because remember, this chip is making 3 distinct different power rails. This chip is making PP5 ES4, it's making PP3v3S5, and it's making PP5vS5. Since this chip is responsible for 3 different rails, it's likely going to have 3 different enable pins to enable each one separately. We have on pin 4 the enable pin that's going to be used to enable PP5vS4, right here. We have on pin 21 the voltage, the enable pin for PP3v3S5. And on pin 12, we have the enable pin for PP5vS5. So let's take a look and see what's happening here. So what I want to do is check 3 things. A, the voltage going into the chip at pin 23. I expect PP-G3 hot to be there. At this pin over here, pin 23, we should be getting 12.6 volts. The next thing I should be getting is enable on pin 12. And the third thing I should be getting is 5 volts on output and no short to ground. So what's what we're going to do? So let's take a look. Let's plug in my microscope camera. Put on my robe and wizard hat. See if I can find out where the plug to my microscope camera went, because it is not right in front of me like it usually is. So we're just going to put on my robe and my wizard hat. You're not old enough to remember the robe and the wizard hat, are you? Are you, hi? You missed out on all the good memes. Before the word meme existed, there was put on my robe and wizard hat. Okay, so let's take a look here. How often do you work out? Not enough. Want to find a schematic like this one. bit.ly/find a schematic. What did they get at bit.ly/find a schematic?
Let me Google that for you, MacBook schematic.
I like that link. I like your brand of trolling, hi. Okay, so let's take a look at these 3 pins. So first thing I want to do is see if I'm getting 12.3 volts on the input pin right over there. So we're going to measure that first. There's quite a few pubes around there. .6 volts is going into it. The next thing I want to do is see if the chip is being told to turn on. So here, my light bulb, the electricity is working. I got power going to my light bulb. Now I want to see if the light switch has been flipped. If we have 3.3 volts on pin 12, that's similar to the light switch being flipped. Remember, I can't blame the chip for the fact that the rail is missing, the same way I can't blame a light bulb for the fact that it's not emitting light if the switch is down. And here, the version of the switch being down is going to be that the enable pin of that chip does not receiving the power required to turn it on and tell it, hey, chip, turn on. Same way it's, once you flip the switch, light bulb, turn on. So let's see what we're getting over there. So on this pin, on pin 12, which is over here, according to my schematic and board view, pin 12, bam, we should be getting 3.3 volts. And we are. However, our output of PP5vS5 is still 1.1 volts. Now, when you look at this area, do you see anything interesting? Anything here that sticks out to you at all? It looks like this MacBook has had quite a few pubes inside of it before. You notice that there's many pubes. However, those pubes eventually turned into what looks like a smudge of egg salad or something over here. Gross. So we are going to remove the egg salad from this MacBook, and once you remove the egg salad from it, it may work. So I'm going to turn on my fume extractor. I have a HAKKO FA430 that I use for this because I don't want to breathe this stuff in. And I think it's really important if you work at a place that does this, that they get you a proper fume extractor. If somebody owns their own business and they don't use a fume extractor, if they want to ruin their own body and lungs, that's on them. But I don't think that a business owner's cheapness should be the reason that you're ruining your own lungs at work. So if you do stuff like this, tell your boss to get you a fume extractor. And if they don't, I would suggest opening your own business or finding ways to get in another business or quitting. Because that would mean that they value a few $100 in their bank account over your health and well-being. And I've noticed many businesses in this industry, sadly, tend to do that. And I'm not a fan of it. It makes me kind of sick. So what we're going to do here is remove this chip. This is a TPS 51980. I added a little bit of Amtech flux there. This is the Quick 861DW hot air rework station. I believe that this is a 6 or 8 millimeter nozzle I've got on here right now. And this hot air station is available at store.rossmangroup.com, as well as the chip that we're about to put on here. So I'm going to find another TPS 51980. And if you aren't exactly sure where to get a chip like this, if you you're kind of confused as to how this works, U7501, which is a TPS 51980 on the 820-3662 board. And one of the things that you can do here, if you are able to browse over to store.rossmangroup.com, which is pretty cool in my opinion, a somewhat biased opinion here. Check this out, folks. Watch this. So you can type in 820-3662, and for any MacBook board, it'll actually show you all the chips that we have for that MacBook board. You just click there. Just bam. Everything. Backlight fuse that's compatible, LCD filter that's compatible, and what do you know? U7501, TPS 51980. And you click there, and it'll even tell you a list of the compatible boards that it goes on. It's just absolutely amazing. This is a one of a kind website that you can only find at store.rossmangroup.com. That being said, with our shilling being complete, let's find a TPS 51980 off of a donor board, because I'm too cheap to use the chips that I actually sell to customers. We're gonna get ourselves a chip, and and we're gonna solder it onto this board, and it's gonna work. It's gonna be pretty. Actually, all these boards appear to be missing their TPS 51980s. Imagine that. Oh boy. Okay, I've got my donor chip. Now I'm going to tin those pads and prepare them for the new chip that I got here. So let's add a little bit of soldering flux. We're going to tin these pads. And then we're going to wick the pads. Now we're going to clean the board with an ESD safe sparkle paper towel from Amazon. That's an look at that ESD safe paper towel. Beautiful. Okay. Add some soldering flux and tin those pads beautifully and prepare them for a new chip. My wife likes Apple products in the Apple ecosystem. Thank you for providing a do-it-yourself Apple repair. With the money I have saved, I feel it is only right to give back to the information provider. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Awesome Robot. And thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I really hope that whatever it was that you tried to fix, that it went well and you were able to solve your problem. And honestly, it's not even so much the money-saving part, although that's cool. There's something really cool about seeing the fan spin again on something that you figured out with your own brain. It's a really cool feeling, and it just doesn't get old. Like, there are many parts of the job that got old, but seeing the fan spin, the satisfaction of seeing the fan spin at the end never gets old. And I hope you enjoyed it. Okay. This is the wrong iron. And this is tangled up to the point where I'm never actually gonna... Damn. Oh my god, this is so tangled. How did Camille ever use this? How did Camille ever use this thing? Okay. Okay, so the micro pencil's broken. Good to know. So we're not going to be using the micro pencil today because it appears that my micro pencil tip is dead, and those things cost $55. I don't particularly feel like spending $55 at the moment. So, can I use toothpaste for flux and flux for toothpaste? What would happen if I did? Very bad things would happen, so I don't suggest doing that. So I'm going to make do with this tip over here, and use the angled edge of it to make sure that I'm getting into all the joints that I need to. Beautiful. This is obviously not the ideal tip for what I'm doing, but my other one broke, and I'd like to show you that even if you don't have the perfect tool for the job at the moment, that there are ways to improvise. I'm not saying that you should always use the wrong tool, nor am I saying that you should let a substandard job leave your facility. Just that every now and then you're going to have to use a little bit of ingenuity to make something work so that you can get work done, and that it is possible to, rather than saying, damn it, I don't have what I need, I guess there's nothing I can do. It's a happy little message of encouragement there. Okay, so we've replaced the chip and we've removed the potato salad from the board. Now that there's no more potato salad on the board, I'm curious to see if this board will function. So I'm going to rapid cool the board using rapid cool technology. Rapid cool technology. Good day, Patrick. Yes. Today has been pretty good. Okay, so we're going to turn off the rapid cool technology. Catch the board as it falls. And we're going to see if it turns on. Can I edit videos for you, says Rockford Tech. Well, I'd have to figure out and set up a way to actually send you video files. And one of the problems with that is that these files are like 50 to 150 gigabytes per board repair, and that's, I can't send that with Time Warner. Also, HiHi, our store video editor, actually has something he'd like to tell you. There's that as well. So what HiHi just said, so given that you would be replacing him and getting rid of his job. Now, if you're willing to work for cheaper than HiHi, Mr. Yazudin. So now we're going to plug this thing in, see how many amps it's taking, and see if it turns on. Let's see if we get the magical fan spin. As you can see, the fans are spinning, which means that our work here is done. So the issue with this machine was that it was not turning on and it was taking 23 milliamps. Now, unlike the machine from yesterday where it was taking 23 milliamps and then spiking to 38 milliamps every time the other rails were coming on, this one was just stuck at 22 milliamps. 22 and what was happening here is our 5-volt rail was not turning on. And our 5-volt rail was not turning on because there appeared to be an abundance of pubes and also some egg salad right by our TPS 51980 chip. We replaced it. I showed you how we went about troubleshooting that, how we went out about finding the rail that was missing, and how we went about replacing that chip using tools that are all available at store.rossmangroup.com. And we've also got this beautiful water bottle here. I just have to show every single video. This is a water bottle. It's a schematics or die featuring my kitty, Mr. Clinton. You can see that unlike the old merchandise I was selling, I've actually had his ass redrawn in this video, in this in this piece of merchandise here. So you can, as you can see here, this water bottle, unlike our old merchandise, has Mr. Clinton's ass fully drawn. So you can see the entirety of Mr. Clinton. The kitty that says schematics or die. This kitty asks you to support the right to repair. He's my cat. His name is Clinton, and he's featured on this water bottle. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. As I said, I'm going to try to keep up a daily board repair video from the queue, and with any luck, there'll be some lessons and interesting, useful tidbits that you could learn from watching. And on to the next one. Cut! I have a kitty cat, and his name is Mr. Clinton. My kitty goes meow, 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 meow. Okay, we move this to the to edit folder. My automobile goes BBL, BBL, BBL. Are you going to upgrade to the new Threadripper when it comes out? Oh, hell no. I spent the money I spent on this computer, I'm keeping this thing for the next 6 years at least. The computer I had before this I kept for 5 years, and even that, I usually keep them way longer than that. But the money I put into this thing, I'm not buying another one for a long time. HiHi is not an unpaid intern. I have pay stubs proving otherwise. I will disprove that by putting the pay stubs on screen that includes HiHi's home address for anybody watching that would like to meet HiHi in person. HiHi asked for doxing by giving false information about his payment on the internet. I have to prove that he gets paid now, that I don't break the law. This isn't my personal computer. I have one at home as well. That's not an AMD. That's, I think, an i9-7980XE. Daniel gave me one of those, so I had to build a machine around it. I'm not an Intel person, but if I get a free processor that's worth about $2,100, I'll take it. I am deeply saddened to tell you that my cat knows how to wipe her ass. Yeah, that means you're not going to want my cat now. Nobody wants my cat. Nobody. Thank you, Kopez. I don't know why you are so insistent on giving me back every bit of money that I gave you when you worked here. Be a good vegan and answer the door in 30 minutes. Thank you, JP. Thank you very much. You're a good dude. Okay. Hey, everybody. Oh, you're not recording, are you? Hey, everybody. Next up, we have got another MacBook Pro with a logic board issue. Thank you, JP. Thank you. Just look this ticket up before we get started. Make sure this doesn't belong in the Paul pile. Some tickets that I pick up every now and then belong in the Paul pile. Oh, this is a U8900. I'll leave this for Chris. Chris deserves an easy one since I gave him so many shitty ones. Two moments. Hey everybody, how's it going? So here we have an A1989 MacBook that is not turning on after a liquid spill. This is the 2018-2019 13-inch Touch Bar MacBook Pro, and we are going to see if we can make this lovely machine here work again. So let's open this up and see what's going on with it. I'm still pissed off about USPS. Yeah, I haven't heard back from them at all. They haven't found a single package. I never got a response to my email to the postal inspector or to the claims, not the claims email, the complaint email that I made to the on the postal inspector's website. I don't expect to. I don't expect to. So here we've got the A1989 MacBook. I believe this is one of those beautiful models with a T2 chip in it. So let's get to work. See if we can figure this out. Okay, I've unplugged the battery and the battery management system cable. No, it's not NPR. Actually, it may be. But I don't think it... Yeah, charge back on the postal service, like that's ever going to work. Okay, so... This is taking 20 volts at 0 amps. It's going from 0 amps to 20 milliamps to 40 milliamps to 0 to 30 milliamps, 40 milliamps, 0. So it does look like it is power cycling. So let's get this board out of the case and see what we can do with it. Call the FBI. USPS stealing is a federal offense. Yeah, I'm sure the FBI will be right on that. They have better stuff to do than look for my packages. Do you really think that some doofus losing $1,800 in LP 8550s because of an idiot postman is really their top priority? How was Chinese food the other evening? I don't remember eating Chinese food the other evening.
Chinese food?
Did anybody send Chinese food?
Oh yeah, we thought if someone sent it to the wrong address.
Oh yeah, we thought that someone sent the Chinese food to the wrong address, so Hi and Steve wound up eating it.
Hey, I didn't eat any.
Oh, Steve? Who ate it?
And Kevin?
Yeah, Steve and Kevin ate it. Bastards. So the data recovery person ate it. It's okay, so I'm going to do tomorrow to make it fair is when Steve orders food, I'm going to eat it before it gets to him. But thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I got the email that said that somebody had sent me food, but I don't check that email until the end of the day usually, unless it's unless I'm expecting something. So I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Thank you very much, though. Why you helping Apple scrubs if you hate them so much? I don't hate Apple users. I dislike the way that Apple treats their customers. But I don't actually hate their customers. That's silly. That's childlike. Also, I get paid for it, so there's that. Someday I'd like to be able to afford to actually purchase a home. You know? It would be nice to be able to afford to buy a home. Wait, Hi's leaving? Hi, where's my Best Buy video? Hi. Hi. Oh, you bastard. Hi left without giving me the video. And he's off tomorrow. You evil person. What was that person in chat that said he wants to do the video editing? Rockford? Would you like Hi's job? Okay, so here we have the machine. Now we're going to take a look through this board and see if there's anything obviously liquid damage that is going to cause this type of power cycling. And you're going to take a look with me. This is an 820-00850, which, by the way, I have a schematic for. You know, I've heard that Apple's put a lot of effort into trying to keep schematics and diagrams and stuff like that from leaving their plant. Like, a lot of effort. I talked about it in this article, this information article that I read on stream a few weeks ago. And yeah, it must really burn them up that... Thanks for the videos, love your work. Why, thank you very much for saying that. It must really burn them up that I have this right here. Yeah. Yeah. See that? I'm fixing your machine for your customers that you don't want to fix it for. See that? See that little X941 MLB schematic right here? I'm going to use this and I'm going to fix your board. There's somebody who has access to this schematic. Maybe some of the people who wrote it think that I should have it. Even if you don't. Anyway, where are you going to... Take a look through this board, see if anything looks funny. Hi left without giving me the video that he was here to edit. That's evil. That is evil. Yeah, I don't know why Flexboard View is giving me that funny color, but it is. It's fine though, it doesn't... No big deal for me. Nothing here is obviously damaged. Nothing here appears to be burned up or covered by corrosion or liquid that I can see. So if there is corrosion, it's probably going to be underneath the chip, where I can't see it. Okay, let's see if there's any difference in the current draw, in the profile of current draw. So what we have here, let's see, 20 volts, 10 milliamps, 0 milliamps, 30 milliamps, 10 milliamps, 100 milliamps, 10 milliamps, 500 milliamps, 400 milliamps, 700 milliamps, 700 milliamps, 700 milliamps. Wow, okay, so it looks like this board fixed itself. Cool, bro. So one of the components that's attached to it is keeping it from turning on. This is going to be an annoying one, because in order to figure it out, I'm going to have to like plug each thing back in one by one, and screw that. Who got time for that? Wait, now it turned on? Is it? No. This is strange. This is acting very strangely. I'm kind of curious if it's able to produce an image. I don't see any corrosion on it either. This is really strange. Alright. I am gonna plug the screen in. Interesting. When I plug the screen in, it's going back to taking 0 amps and staying at 0 and never jumping up to 500 milliamps. Aha! I just got 130 milliamps there for a moment. Put this little piece in the bag. Why was my message not posted? It said Warzoid. Is something missing here? Let's see. What happened here? Not to worry, we will find it. And we will read it out loud, even if Streamlabs is broken today. My friend. No, not to worry. Hello, Lewis. Thanks for your videos. I love your work. Thank you, Gazman. Yeah, that's the last one that I see. That's strange. Let's see, try this again. I need to be convinced that there's actually a problem here to solve. Okay, it took 110 milliamps for a second and then stopped. Now it's taking a steady 110 milliamps. Yep, a steady 110 milliamps and nothing on the screen. Red Bull is nasty. Okay, so let's check out the board view in the schematic. Go through our list of power rails. See what's present and what's not present. This one may just get fixed by the ultrasonic cleaning, perhaps. I don't have another screen for this one that's fully assembled, Super Tech Boy. Alright, so we're stuck at 100 milliamps. And nothing on the screen. So one of the first things I'm going to do here, before I even bother checking every rail, is let's see what we get at CPU vCore. Does this thing have a brain? Is the brain turning on? That's the integrated GPU, that's the CPU right there. PPVCC GT CPU. Okay, so do we have CPU vCore? That's a good question. You know, the meter works a lot better when it's turned on. And if Paul Daniels' software was any good, it would tell me that the meter was not on rather than giving me a voltage reading on the screen. Okay, nothing there. CPU vCore is not all on. So there's no brain. So waiting for an image is pretty stupid because we're never going to get one. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to take this machine and put it back with the bottom cover of it and all of the little Ziploc bag that has all the stuff for it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to check by the CPU vCore chip and see if all says power good is present for the enabling of CPU vCore. So if we take a look on the other side of the board right here, U7100 is going to be one of the chips responsible for creating CPU vCore, which is the power that goes to the CPU, which gives it its brain. So, the enabling of CPU vCore should be occurring on... what pin, actually? This is fairly different than what I'm used to. CPU VR yet. Alright, so they moved it to the right side from the left side. No big deal. So, same as the old machines. All says power goods are going to go through R7103 and enable CPU vCore on U7110. I mean U7100. So, let's find pin 48. Pin 48 is going to be right there. Check in the microscope. We're going to plug this in and see if the CPU vCore is at least being enabled. What does it mean when your laptop sometimes gets stuck on the booting screen? It means that your operating system could be corrupt, or it means that your GPU is dying, or it means that your storage medium is dying. Any one of those three things. Thank you very much to Alan. Now what's interesting here is that the machine started taking 400 milliamps, where it was not taking that before. Now CPU vCore is being enabled. All says power good is 1.8 volts. I gotta put this cap back since I kind of cracked it off. That wasn't very nice of me. Actually, interestingly enough, there's no CPU vCore. Okay, so the chip is being told to create CPU vCore. Or is it? 1.8 volts does not seem like a valid state. That one cap cracked off isn't going to cause any big worry right now. We have CPU vCore now. So CPU vCore just magically decided to reappear, even though it wasn't there just a second ago. Yeah, this board's a troll. This board's a complete and utter troll. I think that this needs an ultrasonic, and after an ultrasonic cleaning it'll probably work. And either way, this is probably just a big troll, which I am not in the mood for it at the moment, but Paul is. So Paul will enjoy this board. Oh, this delivery guy. Whew. Hello. Hey. Food? Thank you. Food. What a guy. Thank you very much, JP. This trolling board is going to get put to the side so that I can eat some food. This board is some bullshit. Okay. So sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. What do we have here? Whoa. Okay. Now this thing. Holy moly. What? Whoa. Mustard. Thank you, JP. What does this taste like? Huh. There's no such thing that ants won't go to. Something that Pink Senna is really good at finding are cockroaches. Oh. Erica would make a great travel agent. Okay. Let's see if they they have committed the mortal sin of not including a fork. Luckily, I have a fork that I saved. I just gotta wash it. I expect delivery places and restaurants to do their job as often as I expect the post office to do theirs. So, here we have a fork. If Lewis can't break it, it's worth the extra money. Ah. What is on the left? I have no idea. Why is JP not a mod? The power. Spicy mustard. Paul Daniels. You can email pauls@rossmangroup.com. He has the high resolution vector graphics of the logos if you want to put on your website that this idiot doesn't know how to use it. He'll email it to you for sure. There's a lot. Yeah, I see a hot dog and that, but I don't think I'm fat enough to fit all this shit in me. Maybe I am. You're gonna turn me into a... Please don't insult these restaurants by comparing them to USPS. They stole my fork, Mo. No human can eat all this. Hi doesn't deserve food, JP, because Hi spent the whole day editing the video I wanted to release and they never gave me the fucking session file. I can starve to death. Share with Hi. Hell no, I'm not sharing with Hi. Try the hot dog. Insistent. God bless you, JP. Because I actually hadn't eaten in a while, and I forgot to eat my food because I was working on crap book. Working on crap books makes it Really easy to forget to eat. Yes, spicy mustard. Let's see how this tastes. Kitten. No skip button, indeed. You take that ad down. I said I didn't know hot dogs made out of carrots. Well, if you eat a hot dog in New York, it's not made out of meat either. It's made out of a mystery material. Probably some substance created by DuPont. I clean my hands. I wash my hands before I eat. And I wear gloves. I have gloves on touching the MacBook, but when I took those gloves off, I washed my hands. And you'll notice any food that touches the desk, it's no longer considered food. What are you eating, Prim? I'm a cheapskate. organic. I think you're confusing being vegan with going for buying expensive organic food. Organic isn't always the best, because one thing you got to consider. I know it's rude to talk while eating, but... So let's say you decide to get food that's purely organic, never been fucked with, no chemicals, no GMOs, no nothing. It's really hard. It's harder to get good yields on it. So let's say it's more difficult to keep bugs away. So what do you do to that organic food to keep the bugs away? You fucking sprinkle, you drown it in pesticides. You get to call it organic, but they've got those ridiculous genetic GMOs now that it's interesting, where it'll turn off a piece of the insect's RNA, so it just fucking dies on sight. Watch, 50 years from now, we figure out it turns off something in us. That would suck. But the idea that, it's unfucked with because it's organic. Now, this is very limited experience, and do keep in. I'm just for the interest of full disclosure, I am talking out of my ass here. I'm giving you, just so that you know, full information. I have as much knowledge on this as the Genius Bars do about fixing MacBooks. But when it comes to organic farming and all that, I have seen people dealing with organic farms pouring piles upon piles of pesticides on the food. So the whole idea with organic is you're getting food that's unfucked with. I mean, if that's the idea, well, it kind of gets fucked with a lot so that it makes its way to you. So it doesn't seem like a lot of organic food is necessarily unfucked with. It just looks like you're trading one nasty thing for another. It would be interesting if, like 50 or 80 years from now, they figure out how to enable flight or telekinesis in humans. And then they figured out, oh, so, yeah, it looks like that got turned off in your DNA when you ate that GMO 60 years ago. Like that, when they turn off the thing in the insect that allows it to live or work with that RNA thing, it would be interesting if they say, oh yeah, that doesn't affect humans, and then 50 or 80 years from now it turns off something that's really important, and then it winds up turning that off in your offspring as well. That would make it interesting. It would definitely make for an interesting science fiction story. That would be one science fiction story. I gotta find where all my microfiber cloths went. This used to be nicer to do with microfiber cloths. Now, if there was a way to have no pesticides and no GMOs, that would be cool. But good luck with that. No, it'll be a force field. So you'll have. It's not. He said no bugs. There means no GMOs. There's no humans. No, what you would have is a force field. You have a force field, and the force field is going to keep the bugs out while letting the air, the water, and the atmosphere in. It's a force field. The force field will do the work. I'm going to engineer it right when I'm done fixing this MacBook. Right when I'm done. I'm going to put up a force field around my store that keeps the money in and the douchebags out. Thanks for your videos. My wife's A1502 decided to not work with the battery. I pulled the board out and there was corrosion on the battery connector under the keyboard. D7050 was blown. Since when does D7050 blow? I don't buy this. Fake news. Let me see. What does D7050 do? Hell no. There's no way in hell that I'm getting stuck with all these dead CPU, dead SMC horseshit, and you're just replacing D7050. Wow. Oh, you bastard. You absolute bastard. I can't believe you got a D7050. Paul, are you watching? Paul, when's the last time you got a dead D7050? Kids these days, they don't know what real difficult board repairs were like back in my day. No, but seriously, I think that's cool. What's a durian? Time to get another MacBook. Be right back. Back again. Ken is back. Tell some men. Rub my back, rub my back, rub my back. Wait, that's not. That's that. God, that's the Ken Kniff song. Why do I have that stuck in my head? Ken is back. Back again. Ken is back. Tell some men. Rub my back, rub my back. I also didn't see what what was the name of this person. E13, not E15. E13. Does Oreo like his new king-size litter box? That was you! I haven't had time to... I barely opened it. Like, I opened it halfway, because when I get home, I'm usually too tired to actually do anything except for fall asleep instantly. I have to fill that litter box for Oreo. Thank you very much. That was you. Thank you, JP. Yeah, I get these little Amazon slips inside the box, and usually I announce them on the AMAs, but I haven't had time to take that one out yet. I have to fill that up with Oreo's litter. That litter box takes 35 to 40 pounds. Holy crap. Thank you so much. You're too kind. You really are. I feel like I should twerk for you or something, but here, you know what? Let's get some crotch cam. See that? I can't twerk, but I can give you this at least. All right. So, let's get started with another dead MacBook. Here, we have an A1466 that's not powering on. Let's open up this A1466 and see if we can figure out why it's not powering on. And get it to work again. The battery is unplugged from the system. We're going to have the power supply turned on the screen. And see what it's taking. Looks like it's taking 6 milliamps. Not giving us a green light. Not turning on. No good. Alright, so what we need to do now is take the board out of the case and try and figure it out. Yep. Erica just admitted that the only reason she tunes in is for my crotch. Good to know. Got some toxic femininity in my chat today. Aiden, no. No. I'm sorry. I wear the same size jeans now that I did in high school. 32-30. So Pinkson is a SSO. Pinkson is my celebrity stalker. You're from USPS. I'll let you guess. Guess what the answer is to that question. Okay. Don't send me something that smells bad. Jesus. What the f... What is this? What did you do to this little MacBook? Oh, you poor little MacBook. What did they do to you? And your poor little USB port. Wow. My God. This ripped you to shreds. This is inexcusable. Let's see if we can get this to turn on. After we get it to turn on, we give Paul the easy job of putting the USB port back on. So, let's plug it in again. Still doesn't turn on. Okay. Well, nothing seems like it's shorting there. It just seems like the port has been ripped off. We have a little bit of corrosion over here by the Thunderbolt area. This is, I believe, a CD3211. So you know how on the USB-C MacBook Pros they have a CD3215? That's the USB-C MUX. It controls things like negotiating with the charger, DisplayPort, USB 2, USB 3, Thunderbolt, USB-C, all that good stuff. On the MacBook Air, the predecessor to that, was the CD3211. BoogerBomb01 said, I see Lewis had to move his desk again. yes, I figured out how to fit another person up front so that I could take my desk back, so that I could do regular board repair videos again. Because I had not been doing as many board repair videos, it's more difficult to do them from the front, and also there was a lot of work to do recently regarding documentation for the company, so that it would be easier to train new people that I hadn't been doing because I had been focusing way too much time on YouTube and not exactly enough time on, the basics of is how to do the job here written down. So it's funny because when I look back at my company documentation and all these Google Docs, a lot of them said last modified around the end of 2013 and the beginning of 2014, right around the time that I was putting more and more effort into the YouTube board repair guide stuff. So a lot of my companies, that was required for my company to grow or to be able to, hire other people, has been stuck in limbo for 5 years. So you may have noticed over the past month there were very few board repair videos because I wanted to get caught up and do all that stuff that I should have been doing over the past 5 years, like update my guide with all the new procedures, protocols, models, all that good stuff. So anyway, there was a bit of corrosion by here. So we're just going to flux hot air, make it nice. Exclusive frame. You asked a question that I answered about 90 seconds ago, unfortunately, which is no. You're never going to hear back from the post office if they've screwed you. So I don't expect it either. Like, I know that $1,800 is out the window. That shit's never coming back. I am just happy that I'm at a point in my life where if I lose $1,800, it's, that sucks, but oh well. Rather than I'm destitute. And honestly, I'm happier that if it had to happen to somebody, I'd rather it happen to me than some new up-and-comer in the business who couldn't afford it. Okay. So, I don't think that little area by Thunderbolt would be causing us all our problems. Let's just take another look and see. So that's PP3V3S4, Thunderbolt A Purer. Let's see that corrosion we're shorting it to ground. So PP3V3S4 to ground. But our issue, we noticed we didn't even have a green light in the charger, so that's totally separate from that issue. That usually means that PP3V42_G3 hot is missing, or that there's corrosion by the SMC, neither of which seem to be true for this board. Our issues here are PP3V3S4 had a potential short, and also that the USB port has been ripped off by a madman. YouTube videos are a form of training documentation, no? Very good question. So my YouTube videos are very good documentation on board repair. So one of the things that I was seeking to do with a lot of these videos, not even really seeking, but just, I guess, a side effect, is a lot of people have said it's really difficult to find people to do this type of work. It's, where are you going to find somebody who can do board repair? You're not going to just be able to just put up a job ad and find somebody who knows this. And one of the interesting things about hitting 910,000 subscribers on a channel that does this is that you actually can. So one of the things I've tried to do over the years is make board repair seem interesting, fun, enjoyable, cool, so that more people would get into it, more people would enjoy doing this type of thing. And now I can put up a job ad and I can actually find somebody, set them down, and they get started and they can just do it. It's really great. The thing is documentation in terms of what price do we charge for what repairs? What do you tell a customer when they come in and they have this problem? How do you deal with a customer that's acting like an ass and this, that, and the other? And like all the stuff that's inside my head and Steve's head, it needs to not be on our head. It needs to be documented in an easy-to-read manner so that anybody else could walk in and run the business. And while I've put a lot of effort into making board repair information available to everybody else, what I've not done is actually make information on how to run my business available to the very employees that work at my own company. So when it comes time to scale from 3 or 6 people to 12 or 20 people, that becomes a nightmare because I put so much time into this and not enough into that. But I'm trying to change it, and I'm trying to balance it, and again, that's why you noticed that for the past month, there have been very few board repair videos from me, because I've been just putting a lot of time into really updating these guides that I haven't sat down and updated for 5 years. Yeah, 5 years, 2014, 5 years ago. So let's take a look back at this. More importantly, them losing your packages could cost you customers. Yes, losing, the post office losing packages does cost customers. Luckily, all they lost were some data recoveries. No big deal, because I have the data. We keep data here for usually 30 days in case anything happens like that, so I can just give them another drive. Yeah, there was that and like flux and stuff like that. Luckily, they didn't lose anything important. But yeah, we're changing our procedures here entirely for that. Okay, so let's plug the charger in and see what happens now. Wow. Wow. Paul would be genuinely mad at me right now. So I had corrosion on something that wasn't even related to the circuit that was giving me problems, and I literally just used hot air and flux, and the hot air and flux fixed it. I added some Amtech flux. I added some flux. I added some flux. I took my hot air station and I blew it over that section. I didn't even have to do a component replacement, and I got a spinning fan. If Paul were watching this video, he would clock me straight in the face. But really, that was actually all it was in this case. So it wasn't turning on. It was because we had corrosion right around our Thunderbolt chip over here. Now, you may think, Thunderbolt, who cares? This is just a port. I don't care if there's corrosion on a chip that's just for a port, because the port is not what the issue is. It's not even turning on. But if you take a look here, this chip does have some power rails for it that are going to be used by other aspects of the machine. So, like, for example, by C3285, you have, let's see, what is this here? PP3B3S4 Thunderbolt power. Yeah, 3.3 volts over here. So you have 3.3 volts going into the chip, and if that is shorted to ground by a little blob, then it's not going to work. Now, the next part of this board is going to be soldering on the USB port, and, well, I'll leave that for Paul. That'll be fun for another video. But, yeah, so you'll probably see Paul cursing and screaming over the next few days as he is replacing the USB port on this board, because I don't want... Yeah, I hear what you're saying, VBS. That would piss me off, too. Again, if that type of stuff pisses you off, then let the postal service inspector know. I have yet to hear back from the postal service inspector, and again, I don't expect to. I filed a complaint on their website. I use my business email. I put all the information out there that's necessary in order to have that happen, and most likely I will never hear back. It pisses me off, and it probably pisses off others as well, but what am I gonna do? Have you thought about putting tracking devices in your packages to see where they go? That doesn't matter, because it only matters if you have a time machine. Like, if I put a tracking device on a package today and they actually deliver it to the customer, then that's a waste of a lot of money for the tracking device and time. Whereas, well, I would want to be able to go back in time and put a tracking device on the packages that I gave to that post office supervisor. They gave me an automated response, but let's see what the automated response said. USPS case confirmation for a service request. Thank you for contacting the Postal Service. Your inquiry has been processed and assigned to service request, whatever. Thanks for taking your time to share your concerns with us. Your inquiry has been forwarded to the appropriate management team for research and response. You can expect initial contact within 1 business day. Yeah. Then there was, next email, first contact. But this is a canned response. This is not even a canned response from a person. This is a canned response from a computer. Dear Louis Rossman, it has an image in the email, which is how you know is a computer that sent it. This message is to let you know that we have received your inquiry at the post office. After we review and investigate the information you provided, we will contact you and work with you until the issue is resolved. We appreciate the opportunity to address this concern. We look forward to servicing you. Sincerely, USPS. So that's not even a person that read it. That's a company, aka a canned response, or most likely just some AI that says 8 hours after this idiot sends the email, let's make it look like we replied. Yeah, I'm never getting those packages back. Smoothie, what? I can't eat anymore. I can't. I can't fit anymore, Erica. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to eat that. Did you see how much crap I just ate? I had a burger, a hot dog, fries, salad, pasta salad thing. There's no more space. Let's leave a note. The hard work and heavy lifting of using flux and hot air on one mildly corroded capacitor to revive the board has been done. Now, all that is left is the very easy work of reattaching the USB port they sodomized. Slot L21. Gee. I can't leave that note. Paul will rage. Easy. Right? USB port not working. Should be an easy one. Paul's desks. Okay. Yep. He's... Easy jobs for Paul. Thank you, Kopes, for the $1.05. PP1V05_SO. I know you don't work on GPUs unless there's a computer attached to it, but being that there's a Mac GPU does get an exception. Not only do I not work on GPUs, if there's a I don't even work on GPUs when there is a Mac attached to it. So if you have a Mac and the issue with it is your graphics chip, I don't fix it. I don't have... I can't get those chips. I can't buy good BGA chips. Every time I've tried, I get sent junk by mostly Chinese scammers. If I try to buy new 2016 chips that are the revised edition, they'll just write 2016 date codes on 2011 chips and send it to me and pretend that it's the good stuff. I can't get good chips, so unfortunately I can't help you. There's not going to be any schematics or board views for those things. It's not like I can find these chips hanging around somewhere. So I want to go home. Unfortunately, there's a smoothie on the way. So I'm kind of stuck here. I would like to go to sleep. I was actually going to get ready to go and go to sleep. Erica. I suppose I'll fall asleep here. Quick AMA, perhaps. No, I'm tired. You thought the board was going to take me longer. You thought I actually picked that board at random, didn't you, Erica? You thought I actually picked that board at random. Oh, that's adorable. Okay. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll kill some time. It's a graphics card for a desktop computer. To my knowledge, it just needs a new capacitor. Now, how do you know it just needs a capacitor? Because, you know, I get like 50 emails a day from people going, yeah, this just needs this. And every time the word just is used, that's exactly how I know that that's not what it needs. I've taken on so many of those in the past. And I go, why did you think it needs this capacitor? Because I thought it did? Or because I read it on the internet? Or because, no, why? If you knock the capacitor off and you know the value of the capacitor you would like me to put back on, then yes. If this is some, like, my GPU got distorted and I think it's this cap because the internet told me so, then I don't trust the internets. I am the internets, which is how I know that you shouldn't trust the internets. Or the internaut, as Slipperman would say. Yeah, I'll play a game of Type Racer with some of you. While I'm waiting for this smoothie to show up. Recent college dropout. Thank you. What the hell is Smitcha? And also, why is my keyboard wobbling? Stop that. It's screwing up my time. Who is this nub? Kick these shitty guests typing at 0 words per minute. What? I was looking at my phone. I saw some of Erica's messages just now. Who are these fuckfaces that join and don't type? Why? Because now you make it take longer to start the next one. Yes, my channel. Most likely, yes. Alright, I gotta join this next one. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can type. Now, as some of you may know, I can only type with 2 fingers. I kinda can use my thumb for spacebar, but that's about it. Oh, first place, even with the typos. Haha. I can't type with the rest of my fingers. I've tried like doing this like you're supposed to, but it doesn't work. I used to get made fun of in school for only being able to type with 2 fingers. It's like, yeah, now what? All right. Joshua says, yeah, well, I got second. Yeah, second place. Like kissing your sister. All right, next one. See if anybody else dare challenge me. Yeah, Aiden, I don't fix graphics cards. I'm sorry. Did you answer my cap question or no? Because I have a capacitor, it was knocked off right in front of me and it needs a replacement. Okay, in that case, yeah, we can reattach the capacitor. If you know, but do you know the value of it would be my question. Because I don't have a way of knowing the value of it. So if you have a schematic that tells you the value of it, or you have the original still so we can measure that and get the value, then we can reattach the capacitor. Where did you end up with the air horn? Dude, that air horn takes more power than my motor. Okay, so we were trying to use that air horn in the office, and it doesn't work because it requires 40 amps. So none of the power supplies at the store will output enough power for that air horn to work. We were actually thinking of taking all the power supplies in the shop and putting them in parallel, and even that won't work. Because it... I think Aiden left and got mad. Ah, well. Okay. Flame. What? Damn it, now I gotta catch up. Lenovo should sponsor me. You know how they have these these companies with gaming chairs, and like the kids that can play CS:GO or Fortnite or Minecraft or whatever hell better than everybody else, they'll get a free chair from the company. They'll sponsor them, send them free gaming computers and stuff. We're gonna start a new genre here: Type Racer competitive streaming. Type Racer competitive streaming, sponsored by Lenovo and their ThinkPad keyboard. If they could get me an original version of this, where the delete key was in the proper spot, like an original island-style keyboard, oh, I would shill the hell out of them for that, but that's never going to happen. Oh! Again! Again! Yeah, I'm a bad loser. I'm a bad winner, I mean. His typing is enhanced by the gloves. Yes, this is like Mosenrath's glove right here. Mosenrath's glove. Next game. Here, let's make this a little fancier. Oh, this one's really long. This is going to be hard. thought not. It's not a story of the Jedi would tell you. It's a Sith legend. Darth the Wise was a dark lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise he could use the Force to influence the to create life. He had such a knowledge of the dark side, he could even stop the ones he cared about from dying. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. He became so powerful, the only thing he was afraid of was losing his power. He did. Unfortunately, he let's see. What if I put you up here? Aiden came back. This is a short one. You think I'm slow? Then join in, mofo. Don't read the words I'm typing when I'm trying to win. Yeah, I do that to Steve too. It drives him crazy. But if I'm reading it, then I don't have, if I'm saying it, then I don't have to read it. It makes it easier. Here, I'll paste the link again. Look at that excuse. I would join and beat you if only I had the link. There. Let's see it. It's full, apparently. Oh, you mean the room is full? You mean you clicked too slow to get into the race? You're too slow to click into the race, and you think you can beat me? Owners of cats are compelled to realize that if you provide them with food and water and shelter and affection, they draw the conclusion that they are gods. Lewis, the room is full. I can't enter. I'm so slow that I can't click a single hyperlink in time to get into the race. But I'm totally sure that I'll smoke you in typing. Get wrecked, mofo. I don't have much gamesmanship, if that wasn't obvious. Type racer bully. Indeed. It's the only game that I'm good at. I used to be decent at Dota, and I got to be complete crap at Dota because I spent my whole day doing this junk. But one thing I realize is when you're responding to like 100 or 200 incoming tickets a day, you get really good at typing. With her. Oh, that was painful. What I think is if you can't figure out how to have a simple date with a woman who's already agreed to go out with you, then maybe you don't deserve to go out with her in the first place. Ouch. I was afraid that Yellow Car was going to get me for a minute there. Yellow Car, whoever you are in the bottom, Mr. Yellow Car, you had me worried. Whoever got 106 words a minute. I thought you were going to blaze past me. All right, looks like 5 minutes until the smoothie that Erica got me gets here and I can go home. Here okay, I'll give you one where you can just see the keyboard. You can just see the... Fade me, fade me, fade me, fade me. Oh my god, that was close. I almost lost. I started to get careless. I got careless. Oh. Yellow cab almost beat me again. I saw yellow cab in front of me. Yeah, I typed pretty sloppy that time. The original spaz is the are you dark yellow cab? You're not this light yellow cab over here that's given up at 40 words a minute, are you? All right, let's get in. Beating you by 10% is not good enough. We gotta do better than that. You have standards here at Rossman Repair. All right. 3, 2, 1. 3 rings for the Elven Kings under the sky. 7 for the Dwarf Lords in their halls of stone. 9 for mortal men doomed to die. 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne in the lands of Mordor, where the shadows lie. 1 ring to rule them all. 1 ring to find them. 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness binds them in the lands of Mordor, where the shadows lie. Yeah, that was confusing because there's so many random capitalizations, and that kept screwing with me. All the random capitalizations were messing with me. Next time, original spaz, next time. No! I almost didn't make it in. After all the smack I talked about not being able to make it in the room, that would have been bad if I didn't make it in. Alright. Like most North Americans of his generation, Hal tends to know way less about why he feels certain ways about the objects and pursuits he's devoted to than he does about the objects and pursuits themselves. It's hard to say for sure whether this is even... Second place! Ah! Pain! Ah! I give up. The shame. The shame of second place. Aiden, does that cap say UF on it anywhere? Or NF or AF? I mean, no, UF or NF? Second place. That's worse than kissing your sister. I'm gonna wreck your shit. I'm gonna push you down an effing fucking flight of stairs. I'm gonna fucking wreck your shit. I'm gonna fucking wreck your shit. Alright. Oh, sir, I got served by green car again. Terrible. Awful. Alright, the gloves come off. The gloves come off. Type Racer. This stream brought to you by store.rossmangroup.com. Don't delay. Get yourself a refreshing Schematics or Die water bottle featuring Clinton the Cat today. Only $9.99 from store.rossmangroup.com. Go outside. What? Why would I go outside? I need to win the next game of Type Racer. Your smoothie is here. Shit. I don't want to miss a game! No! Oh, god damn it. 11 seconds. I'm not going to make it. Hey. Smoothie! Thank you, man. Alright, I'm very skeptical here because this does not appear to come with a straw. They sent me a smoothie with no straw. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Yeah, this doesn't have a straw. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's look through the rest of this bag. Is this a snack? Which one? Yeah. Yeah, this smoothie has no straw. So this is the bag that it came in. See? Alright. I'll put that thing aside. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get a straw from at 10:45 on a Saturday night. But we're gonna do a game at Type Racer. Ah, shit. Not joinable. Damn it. $18 to $50 million would be my guess. Alright, next game. Gloves are off. We gotta beat that green cab. At least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Alphaba! Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown, and nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring... Oh, second place to the red car. Painful. Okay, does anybody know if there's a straw in this shop? These delivery places are really getting fucking stupider and stupider. Like, first you send a salad with no fork. Now you send a smoothie with no straw. Who makes this shit up? Who does this? Okay, so the capacitance of... So, Aiden, your cap should be something that is replaceable then. That should be fixable. I don't type fast. I got second place twice. Ah! Okay, who the fuck cheated with 247 words a minute? That's some bullshit. You don't have to call the delivery guy back, Erica. I'm gonna go home. I'm not waiting for that dude to make his way back here. That shit took a half hour. I'm sure there'll be some place I could find a straw on the way home. But yeah, fuck that dude. I'm not waiting in a half hour for him again. Oh, here we go. There's a straw right in the store. Yeah. Alright. So, I'm gonna try sipping the... Alright, so this was actually pretty fun. I'm thinking maybe I'll do a weekly type racer stream. And that's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something.